How to win almost any argument, 3 psychological techniques you can use immediately. Before we begin, let me make one thing clear. This video is not about picking fights or attacking other people. It's for those moments when you're being falsely accused, unfairly criticized, or deliberately belittled. These techniques aren't meant to humiliate anyone. They're meant to help you protect your dignity. 1. Don't be the defendant, be the judge. Imagine someone says, "Did you steal my stuff?" Most people immediately respond, "No, I didn't." Then they rush to explain themselves and prove they're innocent. But the more you defend yourself, the more you unknowingly accept their assumption, that you're the one who needs to justify yourself. Meanwhile, the person making the accusation doesn't have to prove anything. Instead, calmly ask, "What makes you say that? What evidence do you have? What facts led you to that conclusion? Are you accusing me without proof?" Always remember. The person making the accusation carries the burden of proof. You don't have to rush to defend yourself. Let them prove their claim first. The moment you do that, you're no longer the one on trial. 2. Play dumb. Some people argue almost entirely with emotions. They throw labels at you without explaining what they actually mean. Trying to debate someone with no logical framework is exhausting. Your best weapon. Stay calm, and keep asking questions. Suppose someone says, "You're selfish." Instead of getting defensive, simply reply, "I'm not sure I understand what you mean." Then continue with questions like, "How do you define a selfish person? What criteria are you using? What exactly did I do that makes you believe that?" People who rely only on emotion usually struggle to answer these questions. The deeper you ask, the weaker their argument becomes. Eventually, their own logic starts falling apart. When you refuse to get pulled into their emotions, vague accusations lose their power over you. This approach is known as the Socratic method. For more than 2,000 years, it has been one of the most powerful ways to expose weak reasoning, simply by asking thoughtful questions that force people to clarify their definitions, evidence, and logic. 3. Redefine the game. The final technique is this. Don't answer inside someone else's frame. Many people begin an argument by quietly defining the rules. They decide what's successful, what's weak, what's normal, what's failure. Then they expect you to defend yourself within their definitions. Don't. Instead, change the frame. Imagine someone tells you, "If you stay in your comfort zone, you'll never succeed. You're young, you should take more risks." At first, that sounds reasonable. But notice what's happening. They've already defined playing it safe as being weak, fearful, or unambitious. Rather than arguing immediately, ask, "What exactly do you mean by playing it safe?" Then calmly offer your own definition. For example, "To me, playing it safe doesn't mean living in fear. It means avoiding unnecessary risks. I'm still growing every day. I just don't believe I have to sacrifice my health or my financial stability to meet someone else's definition of success." Taking reckless risks isn't the same thing as personal growth. Sometimes it's just gambling without self-control. The moment you redefine the key terms, the original argument loses much of its force. Because in any debate, the person who defines the meaning of the words often controls the direction of the conversation. Not every argument is worth having. But some are. Sometimes you need to stand up for yourself and speak clearly. Silence isn't always a sign of maturity. There will always be people who test your boundaries. If you keep giving in without limits, they'll keep pushing further. When a conversation truly matters, don't be afraid to defend yourself, with logic, confidence, and respect. Because dignity and respect aren't things people simply hand to you. Sometimes, you have to claim them for yourself. I'm Emotional Stopover, and I'm here to help you become a better version of yourself, one day at a time. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like, subscribe, and turn on notifications so you never miss our future content on psychology, communication, self-improvement, and personal growth. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.